Well, our next guest turned a breakup into a breakthrough first novel. Sonya Singh joins us now with more on her new book, Sari, Not Sorry. Great to have you back on the show.
Nice to see you.
And this is the first time as a writer.
I know, it feels so different, but so good.
So tell me about how much of your breakup is actually in this book.
Well, it's not just one breakup, it was a series of breakups. And I think that at the time, the bigger breakup that happened right before the pandemic really pushed me into a place of trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do in that relationship. Instead of putting so much effort into it, I decided to do some writing instead.
Okay, and you created this character who is the CEO, very successful, of a company called Breakup, where clients send, their breakup, they want to break up, and she helps them write emails, of all things, to send to the person.
Yeah, so basically, my protagonist is a strong South Asian who actually runs a breakup agency. I wanted to create a character who was South Asian and really not in a very traditional role. So I went with the breakup agency, and she breaks people up for a living. And the thing is, we're doing all kinds of dating now. We've got these apps, and oftentimes I was hearing stories from my friends who had been ghosted or iced or never heard from their partners again, or were blocked on WhatsApp or all kinds of platforms. And so they needed consulting or consoling after a breakup. And so that's why I started the breakup agency.
Okay, and in this book, like you said, you also wrote it because you didn't see a lot of your own characters. You didn't see yourself in a lot of romantic comedies.
I didn't. And at the time, we touched on going through a breakup, and you want to be able to see people like you who've gone through similar experiences. And I was reading books, I was watching and binging Netflix, and the characters that were on those shows or in those books didn't look like me. And so I felt really alone, which I know is not the case. And so I wanted to be able to tell a story about a South Asian woman who's going through a relationship, but also understanding her own self-identity through a long journey that happens with someone who helps her understand not just love, but love in a relationship, love with family, and love with friends.
And it's also the love of an Indian wedding. I love
Yes,
all of the things,
that.
all of the terms and the clothing and the
Yeah.
the traditions and the dancing. I love the description of that in the book.
Oh, thank you. And I really wanted this to be something that you read in a weekend. Listen, you're gonna dive right into it. You'll have a nice glass of wine with you, and you're going to learn a lot of things from the point of view when it comes to what I saw growing up. And oftentimes I didn't actually want to partake in these weddings, and it was such a chore, and I didn't really get to embrace my culture until I was in my 30s. And that's what I wanted to write in these pages and share with the audience.
Okay, you're also going to share another story. You have signed a deal with Hallmark. You're going to be writing one of their holiday stories, but from a South Asian perspective. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Well, as we chatted about earlier, it's been really difficult to see characters in TV shows and movies that look like me. And of course, South Asians do celebrate Christmas. And so I reached out to Hallmark, I put a cold pitch together, and they just love the idea of being able to really take, again, my point of view, my culture, my heritage. And I've been writing a script. It's called Christmas Spice. It involves 4 leading South Asian characters, and it'll be coming out December 2022.
We're going to have you back on the show then to talk about this. That's awesome.
I can't wait. And of course, Hallmark movies are filmed in Canada, so if it's closer to home, we'll make sure to get you guys on set.
Okay, that's great. In the meantime, Sorry, Not Sorry is out now. Congratulations on the debut and getting the movie deal as well. Sonya Singh, great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.